Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Boss. This is the real reasons no one watches Ellen anymore. Number 1, two-faced. The thing about celebrities is that they're all a little bit two-faced. There's the public person and the real one that only those closest get to see. Maybe in some celebs those lines are blurred, but if these Ellen stories are true, then she definitely is, well, two-faced. People watch The Ellen Show because she preaches being kind to one another. If she can't do so off camera, then why should we watch The Ellen Show at all? A comedian and actor, Chris Farrer, recalled the time Ellen nearly got her fired for chipped nail polish. She wrote a letter to the owner and complained about my chipped nail polish. Not that it was on her plate, but just that it was on my hand. I had worked till closing the night before, and this was the next morning. Almost got me fired. Farrer would later say to Insider, I was just so surprised she'd take time out of her day to be negative to someone who served her, who was obviously on a lower position than her, and also probably an artist of some kind. It was petty and cruel and short-sighted on her part, and for what? To put out negative and harmful energy to others is toxic. Number 2, distant. The Ellen Show is meant to be a down-to-earth sort of vibe, or at least it's how it presents itself, like inviting a friend in to watch. During quarantine, however, it's become clearer that Ellen can't really connect to the average person anymore. Granted, it's still something we wonder about with a lot of celebrities. Still, there's a disconnect between her having her preach empathy and then calling her multi-million-dollar home a prison during quarantine. There's promoting LGBTQ+ rights, and then there's being best friends with someone like George W. Bush. Also during the quarantine comparison to prison, she said, being in quarantine is like being in jail. It's mostly because I've been wearing the same clothes for 10 days and everyone in here is gay. And like, Ellen, come on, you shouldn't joke about stuff like prison rape. It just feels one-off from the don't drop the soap comments people get if they are heading to jail. Number 3, ungenuine. Being a talk show host is difficult to say the least, but some of the best, or the ones do the most interesting things, are the people who feel the most genuine. John Oliver, Trevor Noah, Lily Singh, they all feel like real people with real concerns and the like. They share their personal stories and connect with the audience in a genuine way. The Ellen Show did that once, but the time has passed and now it feels like a veneer of falsehoods. It's hard to watch her with the knowledge of what she can really be like in our heads. Yes, death of the author, separate the truth from the screen. Here's the thing though, The Ellen Show is based in reality, so we have to believe the Ellen on the screen is who she really is. Number 4, Ellen DeGeneres on daytime TV isn't fun anymore. It was so shocking when, back in April, Ellen turned, looked directly into Oprah Winfrey's eyes, and said, and of course, you and Gil are still in a relationship. This is Ellen, our Ellen, the Ellen who was hired to host the Oscars in 2014, the year after Seth MacFarlane sang for an excruciating 2 minutes about breasts, as a promise that the ceremony wouldn't come directly from the wet dreams of a horny teenager. The Ellen whose edgiest joke that year was about Jennifer Lawrence's probably calculated clumsiness. This bar was part of Oprah and Laura Dern's appearance on The Ellen Show to look back on the 1997 two-part episode of Ellen. In the puppy episode, Ellen's character came out, which coincided with Ellen coming out in real life, and very publicly. To Ellen's discredit, it was a major moment, predating Will and Grace, Queer as Folk, and the L Word, and we absolutely do not give her enough laudation for it.
And yeah,
Well,
that's not a good example of it.
no.
But
No, you could have hit your head on the
it
toilet
was funny
bowl.
afterward. You did this laugh afterward that I have found myself.
Number 5, takes it a little far with Nicki Minaj. Watching Ellen and Nicki Minaj interact is one of my favorite pastimes. I would watch these two on television, I would travel to see them on tour, I might actually consider trying to figure out how to subscribe to a podcast if they had one. But for the first minute of this clip, I think Ellen forgot she had an audience and cameras. So enraptured was she by the conversation about Nicki Minaj's left breast. Barbara Walters and David Letterman's departure as regular television presences in the past 3 years has cemented Ellen as perhaps one of the best interviewers on American television. It takes a very specific skill set to not only entice these stars to answer personal questions, but to convince them that they're having fun while doing so.
Well, no, I wanna clarify, Ellen, because a lot of people make this mistake. I'm not saying I am the DeGeneres queen, because that would make absolutely no sense. I'm saying I'm the.
This brings us to our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.